This is truly an unprecedented situation.
This virus doesn't discriminate. It attacks everyone.
I want every American to be prepared for the hard days that lie ahead.
Secretary Alex Azar makes this announcement.
I have today declared that the coronavirus presents a public health emergency in the United States.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
I am officially declaring a national emergency.
At this point, over 30 states issue school closures and people start panic buying in stores.
Stay at home.
Stay home, stay safe.
Quite simply, stay at home.
I am so pumped because I believe 2020 is going to be the best year of my life so far.
I want to talk about my goals for 2020 and where I want to be and where I think I'll be in the future a year from now. I am so excited to take on 2020. I know there was probably a lot of scary things you had to go through in 2020. I don't know the pain and the struggles that you're about to face in 2020, but right now sitting here in 2019, I'm very optimistic for the year to come.
So 2020, I mean, where do I even start? I guess we can start with the videos that were supposed to come out this year. I was supposed to start becoming very active on the YouTube channel once again. Starting in 2020, I had big vision, big dreams, and I wanted to just keep creating content and videos all around the world, actually. I had several trips set up to El Salvador, to Nicaragua, to LA. I was supposed to move to LA this fall. My plans got canceled, as they did for most of you, I imagine. And so we had this thing called COVID-19. I honestly never could have even imagined this year going the way that it did. And a lot of people are saying, man, it's been the suckiest year ever. It's been the worst year ever. Lots of negativity floating around. And I understand, because it really has been such a difficult year. It's hard to keep a good mindset when you have all of these unexpected obstacles presented to you all at once. So as you guys remember in my last video, it was back in February of 2020 actually, before the whole world kind of collapsed. Directly after that video, March rolled around, and that's when COVID-19 was presented to all of us. I ended up getting on a plane and returning to the United States due to my visa being up in Nicaragua. From there, I felt a lot like most of you guys. I rode back on an empty airplane with no idea what was happening. The world felt like it was falling apart, and I couldn't see hope for a future, and so YouTube was the last thing on my mind. Making videos, last thing on my mind. I lost all creativity, I lost all my creative juices. Everything felt like it was ending. Once I got back here, I quarantined, and I spent about a month and a half, 2 months in the house. And that was wild, that was crazy. I was going star crazy, looking at the same 4 walls of this bedroom every single day. When my beautiful girlfriend is down in Nicaragua, I'm here. The ministry that my parents run, it's down in Nicaragua. Our whole life is basically there, and I'm stuck here. The good thing is we have such a beautiful community around us here, and I was able to get some work to keep me busy during this pandemic when I was unsure about the future. I had to cancel my trip to El Salvador because planes were not flying. All the airlines shut down, and so I was grounded here. And I ended up getting a job and doing some construction work, building decks for people, a lot of outdoor stuff, landscaping, that sort of thing. And I did that from April all the way until August. During this time was some of the hardest 6 months of my life. It felt like everything was canceled. Everything was going nowhere. I'm sure a lot of you have felt these similar emotions this year. And I was like, what am I gonna do? I guess film school's kind of out for now. Maybe we'll try again in the spring. Turns out in the spring, they're going online as well. Thankfully, my church presented me an opportunity to be able to work with them as a videographer. And it was the biggest blessing that I could have ever imagined, because I lost all my creativity and I was just doing landscaping and things like that, which I am so thankful for. And the job really helped keep me busy, keep my mind off of things that were going on, but it wasn't what I was passionate about. And so I was so blessed with the opportunity to be able to pick a camera back up again and start filming as a job. And so I started filming, I started creating things, I started editing again, and I was surrounded by a community of people that I really love. There were several periods of time where we thought we were going to be able to fly back to Nicaragua because airlines were opening and things like that. Sadly, none of these opportunities really worked. They kept canceling our airline tickets and being like, sorry, we can't fly there right now. So basically, I was stuck away from home from March until October. So the whole summer I was working, it was to buy and purchase an engagement ring for my girlfriend. And I was finally able to buy it, and I couldn't get to Nicaragua. The opportunity finally presented itself, and I was able to go, and I came back an engaged man. Me and my beautiful girlfriend, now fiance, had beautiful plans to come here and set up a future here, and over a weekend, everything in our life changed. So now I am happy to announce that me and my beautiful fiance are going to be full-time missionaries down in Nicaragua, working for my parents' ministry and creating insane, beautiful content for you guys on the YouTube channel. It's funny to see that I made this channel when I was 15 years old, just to start practicing and creating video, but I really never had a goal with it. I just kind of put up random videos and fun things that I was doing, and it was great. It enabled me to have a lot of practice and understand filmmaking, at least to a degree. And then working at my church really pushed me to learn and strive to do more because I had weekly things that I needed to create and complete for them. And so I'm going to be the videographer for my parents' ministry down in Nicaragua for their organization, their nonprofit organization, Healing Rain Ministries. But on top of that, I'm going to be creating weekly content for you all on the YouTube channel who love and support me and to follow me along on the life of a missionary. Because it's a very complex life. Living on a lot of faith, not really knowing what's going to happen tomorrow, or if there's going to be support for you tomorrow, or there's so many variables that can change and are in the air. So it's a complete faith journey. My biggest dream as a filmmaker, and I had a lot of thought about this in 2020, in this year, my biggest dream as a filmmaker is to take people out of their shoes and put them in someone else's shoes. That is the experience that I want people to understand and to enjoy, because often maybe your shoes are the ones that are a negative pair of shoes. You know, maybe from your point of view the world is very dark and negative and gloomy, but if I can take you out of there and put you in some shoes that you see the world in a positive way, a new light, a world full of joy and hope, then I feel like I'm doing my job as a filmmaker. You can learn so much simply from understanding someone else's perspective. For me, ignorance is when you see the world from one angle. So my dream and my goal is to tell stories and show the world off from multiple angles. Thank you for each and every one of you who has given to me, who has supported me on this journey, and I'm so excited for all of the dreams that are in my heart to come true in this following year. I am now an engaged man. I'm so happy. I'm blessed. You all will meet my beautiful fiance in upcoming videos. I'm finally excited to bring her into the videos, bring her onto the channel, because she's going to be a part of my life forever. We're going to tell stories and we're going to change the world, people. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. We're live to love people, love life, and live an extraordinary life, my friends. I'll see you in the next video.